Hey, listen, let me explain something to you. You know, I was watching this Asian movie. My son was wearing like something gold. I'm gonna tell him, just like I'm telling you right now in this moment, I'm your real dad, my nigga. You'll be careful of Aaron Light and Stone men and individuals that didn't complete in Shaolin Temple, the other sacred martial arts temples, and also the Ninja Galaxy, other individuals and individuals of honor and of men of dignity of education when it comes to validation of one's dignity, even at a time in all levels of physics. Let me tell you something. Be careful of other men that does air and light and stone men magic, because you have men that plot on men through time and watch. You know, it's like this person that's outside my window with his girlfriend. That's another one that's in the other room with his girlfriend, whispering, watching my movements from time to time, and then the people that's monitoring me certain type of ways, watching my movements and everything I'm doing time to time, and because they're already plotting to frame me, and on top of it, they're perverts that wants to invade a person's privacy, and they're like a serpent being waiting for a time to strike. So be very careful. Now I'm gonna tell you like this, especially with the intentions that individuals had in Canal Street, and I'll be traveling back to New York soon. But I'm gonna just tell you just like this. You know, I'm all the way up top of the north right now. I'm not gonna tell you exactly where while I'm on YouTube. I may have showed you, but I'm not gonna tell you where. But I'm gonna just show you something just like this. I'm gonna just tell you, check this out. Imagine men that try to learn a word of honesty like they're doing voodoo zombie magic. They put a man to sleep like the underworld and awaken him and then wake him up. And then they say, I'm gonna call you at a time. And then me being a conqueror, the literal conqueror you about in Latin, being around in all paradigms of time, conquering the physical reality for the manifestation of the Empress when she needs to manifest. And then all of a sudden, you have men that's been calling men like the underworld, waking them up, just trying to get their magic for sure, or what they have that they love in physics and the physical reality because they're manipulating physics. Imagine men bending reality, turning in a depth of void towards the depth of void, bending reality, and then trying to call a man at a time, trying to get his magic in a paradigm of time of all physical reality. Now, this is a note for even myself, even in the paradigm of physics. For me to even acknowledge, to know, to be careful, to even regard. And there's men on levels this could happen to a certain type of way. But I'm telling you, be careful of other men that learn words of honesty, calls a man at a time when a man's supposed to recover, or does a sick. This is why my habitation of my atmosphere remains with me, and my harmony of my love is always cleansed. I'm gonna just tell you just like this: when you have another man, because you have people at a weird time just to have a fucked up harmony, like they drink coffee, they smoke cigarettes. When people do that type of situations to me, instantly, and I'm the real love, then you already know that's a first sign for individuals. You don't gotta ask questions. You don't say nothing. You remain quiet. It's like you see it and you don't see it, and you just go about your business, because those are men that's gonna sabotage and plot against a man in a paradigm of time that's gonna kill innocent people. I'm telling you, because they're already spoiled in their humane condition. If you ever see me smoking, I'm the literal earth of all earths. And also, I can literally smoke because I have to refine the carbon dioxide a certain type of way, and I just don't do it no more because I'm a man that remains cleansy. So, because if a person really needs to acknowledge me, they shouldn't have cut oxygen trees, they shouldn't have spoiled oxygen trees. That's it. I'm gonna tell you, watch other men that learns words of oaths, saying they're gonna wake up another man at a time, and then they telling another man, I'm gonna wake you up. How do they know to wake you up? Because if I'm your real dad, then there's nothing new under the sun. Because I'm the real Orion, the original Orion, and also I said both. Anyway, and the real Ra and the real Osiris. And I'm just gonna tell you like this: if another man, and I'm Era himself, and I'm Abbott White, I'm Light himself. Yo, listen. I'm nice himself. Let me tell you how real this is. I'm the real Swift, literally, and I'm the real Might. I'm the literal Might, and I'm the real Swift. I'm gonna tell you just like this. Imagine an individual in time trying to learn a person's oath, or their word of their harmony, to be able to 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 call upon a man. That means an individual is manipulate. It's like manipulating physics, what the people of the Dark Ages did a long time ago. Because when people had love, they didn't have to call upon each other because there was nothing wrong. But if you have people that's trying to manipulate and cause a static distortion in the frequencies of the enlightenment anatomy, and telling men they're gonna call them to find out what's going on, and then men are called forth a certain type of way and be like, yo, what's going on? And then next thing you know, it's not me, the original man that made you, and it's somebody else. Those are men that's gonna take your power in the paradigm of time that's looking at you like a hot dog and a hamburger when they do that to you. Because those are people that's gonna be howling during the situation and is gonna try to murder and kill or rape your empress. If you see men doing things like that, it's like you see it, you don't say nothing, you don't know nothing, go about your business, be very careful of what happens in your life, and be careful who monitors and watches you a certain type of way. I can say this because I'm the one that made this atmosphere and I'm the one that made space. It doesn't matter what's going on when you're a certain type of way, but you have to acknowledge this in a paradigm and a the reflection. But if you have men out there that's literally trying to murder other men and trying to call them forth at a time, and then I'm over here complaining if I have complaints about money, finance, or needs, and I don't have it at the time. Be very careful. That means you're in a very dangerous situation, and that means there's a people of the dark ages that's going to cause the void of reality, cause the end of existence, because they're spoiled condition of their humane condition and their mentality, and when it comes to their sacredcy, and spoiled in love, and that's fucking it up. So be very careful if you see men doing things like that. Be very careful, or men, or especially feminine beings, especially if their demeanor is ugly, they do dogma or zodiac science a certain type of way, and if certain zodiac signs don't have the high consciousness, it'll be fucked up. And if the men are ugly, fat, and other people, and that naturally cause depression to other individuals, that is not of honesty, refining the consciousness, and going to the equality of the future and of real love, then those are the men that you gotta be careful, because those are the men that's gonna rape and murder and kill and murder everybody, and they'll even go after the digital international light security systems, and they'll go after international security, and they'll be promoting to vote. Be very careful of those type of situations at the time, because an individual, if a man is if I'm the literal majestic majesty of all, the sovereign majesty of all, social economics, what is a man voting for? Sovereign majesty of all, social economics. What is a man voting for? So you think about what I'm saying, because another person, they want to learn a lesson because they feel like they need to know, because they want to get to a position that they know nothing about, because it is, why is it to them, it is like, I already know, but it is, why is it to them, it is like, I already know, but another person is like, why why situations are certain ways in the physical reality, and then what type of humane condition or mental habitation made their physical reality a certain type of way, or reconditioned their situation. It's like a man killing my child through the paradigm of time after the Galactical War, then searching for my child through certain times, then eating hamburgers or foul type situations, not paying attention to you doing eating hamburgers or foul type situations, not paying attention to you doing his dietary habits, and then wondering what's happening in the paradigm to my child. And then after shooting me, trying to free me, make me try. Imagine a man trying to make me slothful to say something like this about me, and then tell me, oh, look at this. That's a man that already manipulated individuals, and on top of it, a man like that already had the dark ages all around him, a certain type of way in the physical reality, or caused certain dark matter to be around a certain man a certain type of way, and then he's living a life of bliss, because the fact is a man is already irresponsible, that be trying to nitpick and get rid of other individuals of the honesty. And this is like the politics of 300 and the 500. Listen to my YouTube documentaries. Love one. Real physics, real physical reality, and real higher mythology. This is why, and this, when you hear these things, these are why people gotta learn and honor the reason of high consciousness. And if you don't gotta worry about the rest of the lesson. Love one.